I'm Colt Stevens from C. Stevens Gunworks. The following video you're going to see is an archive of my earlier work. Some of these earlier videos of mine have some great information that I really wanted to repost and preserve. So I hope you enjoy the content and I hope you learn something from this video.
Today we're going to be reviewing the PSA Palmetto State Armory Generation 3 PA-10. We've got it right here. This is an upgraded one. This is not like they come straight from the factory from Palmetto State Armory in South Carolina. This one's had a couple things done to it, but we're going to be reviewing the base rifle today. And we'll touch upon what upgrades we have on here to make it look like this. So basically, what we have is we have the 20-inch stainless steel, Generation 3 of course, PA-10, GF3 I think they call it, or G310, is the exact model. 20-inch stainless steel 416R barrel. This is threaded. This is a 308 rifle, so this is 5/8 by 24. It comes with the A2 style flash hider up here that everybody's accustomed to. The standard A2 birdcage comes on AR-15 most of the time. This is just a scaled up version for an AR-10 30 caliber. Also works on 300 blackout and things like that. So we'll go over more of what we got here. This is a 15-inch M-LOK handguard. This is the lightweight. So the lightweight has the cutout here. They don't give you the rails for that. You have to add them as you need on the top. Three-sided, so you got the right side, bottom, and left side. All are M-LOK. Doesn't come with M-LOK in the box. Gotta go get those rails yourself. It's got two QD mounts right here. One on this side, one on the opposite side, and I believe one on the bottom. Nope, just the ones on the side. And those are the QD slots. If you want to run a sling or anything like that, you can put that there and it will work just fine. It's good to know that these handguards are specific to PSA to match these receivers here. That's one of the Generation 3 changes. It's kind of cool how they come apart. We won't show it today, but the handguard, it's pretty ingenious how they did it. You basically squeeze this part together down here to unlock it from the internal piece here. It's kind of complicated to discuss it without showing it, but it is cool nonetheless, and if you want to see that in the future, we can definitely put out a video. I'm sure there are other people that show that off as well. But the Generation 3 handguards that they have for the PA-10s are pretty cool to see. Specifically on this one, of course PSA uses the DPMS platform for AR-10, so most DPMS spec parts for AR-10 will work with this. The AR-10 handguards, of course, may be proprietary to PSA. I don't know right offhand whether that's the case. I know we did replace the handguard for a customer one time, and he had the low profile. There's two specs for DPMS, high and low, and these do take the low, as far as I remember. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that is the case. But DPMS spec, low receiver, back in the back. So. Next we'll go over this. This is the Gen 3, so on this magazine, the lower right here, you have, let's see if we can pull this out real quick so we can show you. So on our magazine here, on our lower, we have, let's see here, it actually has a line right across here to kind of match up better with your uppers. These are kind of wide upper receivers. So they take a little bit more here to match up evenly. So they give you a little bit of a lip here just to kind of widen it out and get more compatibility with some more uppers. But the PSA Generation 3 uppers and lowers match up pretty well together. There's no overlap or anything like that. So they're very good there. Of course, being DPMS, your AR-15 triggers will interchange with this. Your trigger pins, your lower receiver pins, are not interchangeable, they're oversized. And of course you've got your 5 position AR-10 buffer tube here. This takes just a standard T6 lookalike. I think it's a little bit bigger for this tube. The AR-10 tubes are a little bit bigger. But this is still, I believe, 5 position. I think they took off one for the AR-10. So we'll go ahead and pull the bolt carrier out. I know they've done one other thing with the bolt carrier. The upper receiver, I think, has an extra cut in it. They say that aids in compatibility with different bolt carrier groups that may not be PSA spec. They're a different brand. So there we have that. So pretty big bolt carrier here. A bit longer, a little bit taller, beefier, bulkier. Takes a 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, the 243. Those all work with this. Same case, so they will work, just different projectile you're shooting out of that same case. Of course, these have desk cover right there, forward assist right there. Pretty standard, just scaled up for 308. If you're familiar with the PA-10 or PA-15s, the ones that they're putting out now. Of course, these are not all mil spec. These are different. When you go on the AR-10, big receivers, they're scaled up. They're not mil spec. They're not standardized. Being that there's two specs, the DPMS and the Armalite. This is the DPMS, the a lot more common ones. DPMS, Smith & Wesson, they all make it under the DPMS platform for AR-10s. So if you're looking for aftermarket parts for this, DPMS spec are what you look for. And like I said earlier about high or low, you'll have to measure here to see if you have a high or low receiver. I don't know right off the top of my head what those are. I think it's a low, but I'm not sure. But there are ways to measure that so you can figure out what handguard you need up here. So we'll go ahead and put all this back together. We'll talk some more about what we've got going on here. On this rifle in particular. Also important to know on these bolt carriers, they do say that they're double staked, and you can see that with the gas peak. So here we go. Stainless steel trigger fire control group, which is nice. So that's the Generation 3. We'll talk about a little bit about the upgrades we've got going here. This is the Pro Mag 30 rounder, which you can actually see if you look closely on this. This is just a 20 rounder extended with the 10 round base plate down here and the regular base plate right there. Adds a lot of weight, but if you like 30 rounders in AR-10, that's definitely the way to go. No name bipod. It's not the best. If you're going to go into a higher end build like this, you probably want to go with more of a name brand like Harris. This is just set my through on there for the video to get a little more stable. This is a 3x9x40. I believe that's a Bushnell. I don't see a logo on here right off, but I think that's what I saw when I ordered it. And then we have the sight mark offset rings. These are 1 inch with the 30mm inserts if you prefer. It kind of puts it a little further forward, that way you can have the proper eye relief for the scope. You don't want it way back here, and you also don't want it all the way up. So it puts it in a nice spot that you can push the scope itself up or down to get the proper eye relief. It's also a quick detach, which is really nice. So that's about all I have for you today. It's a good quality product. We carry these in our store. They're a little bit hard to get a hold of right this minute, so if you see one, it's definitely time to get it. Especially AR-10s are getting scarce, anything AR related, black scary rifles. It's good to have one on hand. Maybe a collectible someday. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and please check the link in the description, and please like and subscribe.